All right, so I'm out here on the range getting in a little bit of live fire practice before our state match coming up. I'll be shooting on Friday and then working it Saturday and Sunday. And at the last minute, I decided to sign up for production, which is iron sights, no mag well, but pretty much anything else goes. You can't have a comp and you can't have a mag well, and your mags are loaded at 15 rounds. But you can do just about anything else within reason. Grip modifications, trigger mods. You can have a weapon mounted light. I'll be using the only holster I have that'll work for this gun setup, which is a Safariland 6390 RDS. This is what I normally use for my RDS guns, obviously. But all right, so what did I do for practice to get geared up? I came to the range with 300 rounds total, 150 of Blazer 124, and then 150 of Pinnacle Precision 147 reman. I wanted to see if there was a noticeable recoil difference and accuracy difference between the two. So let's go check out these targets real quick. We'll start with the one on the right here. So I did some doubles to get warmed up. I did some dry fire, and then I did some doubles to get warm up. Blazer on this side, Pinnacle on that side. And then I did 15 rounds of Pinnacle on a B8 at 10, and then obviously the 124 Blazer at 10. Each box of Pinnacle had a primer that would not ignite as well as one extremely light load that was almost a squib. Doubles with the Blazer look good. Disregard the stuff that's completely out. That was me pushing really hard during Blake drills. And then here is the Pinnacle. As you can see, a lot more Charlies with the Pinnacle. So what I've noticed is the more I do this performance-minded shooting thing, the more things I notice that I didn't notice before. So now I've gotten to the point where I'm able to notice the consistency or inconsistency of the ammo. What I noticed with the Pinnacle was every third to fifth round or so, I would have a recoil that was different, noticeably different from the others, sort of out of place. It calls for, what it ended up doing was making for an unpredictable ability to shoot it. Did not have that problem with the Blazer. Blazer was very predictable. It produced the same recoil every single time. So for the match, I'll definitely be using the Blazer, and I'll just use the reman Pinnacle for practice, just general practice. So anyway, so I did that. I did the accuracy testing, and then I continued with my doubles at 10, 15, 20, and 25, 30 rounds of each ammo at each distance. So 60 rounds at each distance amongst the two ammo there, which again is good to know. It's good to know before I go to a match what ammo this gun likes, what it feels like, how I should be shooting it, because I can't shoot it as aggressively as I can a gun with red dot on it. And I sure as heck can't shoot it as aggressively as my M&P that's got a big old SRO and ports in the barrel. That gun is very easy to be aggressive with. This one is not. This is the old Glock 34 frame that has close to 120,000 rounds through this frame. And then this is just a generic Glock 17 slide that doesn't have a lot through it, with some Zev sights. Ooh, the fiber optic has come loose. I need to fix that when I get home. But they're reasonably zeroed, so that's good. That's also another good thing to know before you go shoot a match. Now, then I did a couple of build drills at 7. And then I did a Blake drill at 7, a Blake drill at 10, and then a Blake drill at 15. All right, I have 15 total rounds left. I would like to end today on performance mode. All right, honestly, today's practice was pretty chill and just shooting at the pace of minimal confirmation, and just making sure that the gun likes the ammo that I plan to use. I'd like to end on performance mode, which is aggressively getting 90% points or more. I was pushing a little too hard on the Blake drill, and as you can see, the outside the C zone. So there's no way I'm going to be able to shoot 90% points leaving deltas out there on the field. So I need to rein it in. I need to do some sort of mini course of fire, if you will, on performance mode. I did a little bit of movement under dry fire. I'll do more of that at home for dry fire. Not really going to mix in the movement into my live fire practice today, just because, again, that stuff should be done in your dry fire. So I think I'm just going to shoot sort of everything on the target a couple of times. So if I go, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll do 2 in each. All right, so 2 body, 2 head, 2 partials, 2 reduced, which are 6, 2/3 sized, and 1 in each one of these squares, mimicking calling my shots on steel. I'll do it at 7, because that at 7 yards is pretty dang tough. So come on along. Let's see what happens here. Make sure I step off 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Let me set my timer up for success here. Delay, random. All right. 2 body, 2 head, 2 partial, 2 partial, 2 reduced, 2 reduced, square, square, and square. Knowing exactly where the bullet impacts at different distances is also a great thing to know. With the Blazers, I noticed that it impacts at the top edge of my front iron. Obviously, it's iron sights, but so the further I go back, the more it starts to impact at the center of the fiber optic. So that's good to know. Up close, it's gonna impact at the very tip of the front sight. At about 20 yards, 25 yards, it's going to impact at the center of the fiber optic. That'll definitely help out on those mini poppers that we'll be shooting Friday. So, all right, 15 rounds. I did not know my target worked out that way, but that's pretty dang handy. That's good to know. I'll have to remember that one. All right, and now. All right, just watch me shoot, and then we'll go up and check the target. Review and start. Oh, wow. All right, come on up. Total time for someone that gives a crap was 11:51. That would end up being a Charlie. Head box is clean, body is clean. 2 alphas there. On poppers, I think those would be good, and I would have to have a makeup on that one. Clean and clean. This one was, it was weird. I think what had happened was I gave up on the last target because I knew I was done. That's a bad mental habit that I have. I need to stay engaged as if there was something else to engage after the last target. Something to think about, something to take note of, and then apply to my next practice session. Stay engaged at the last shot. Now, quick mental management tips for you. I'm not going to come up here and be like, oh man, this sucks. I couldn't hit any of those squares. No, it's just something I need to, I noticed things I need to give myself attention to. So that would have been 1 makeup on an iron, on a steel. So no points lost on that, just time. My hit factor would have been reduced just a little bit. Alphas, alphas, alpha, alphas, alphas. 1 Charlie. So 1 Charlie plus a makeup out of 15 rounds. Guess what? That's over 90% points right there, which is exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to shoot as aggressively as I could make 90+% points. So this is just sort of a quick overview of today's practice and why I'm practicing this way for the state match that's coming up. Again, whenever you change equipment that you haven't shot in a while, you need to go test it, a couple different ammos. Go to the range with the attitude of seeing what you can find out, not seeing what you can prove to yourself. We're not stroking our ego or anything like that. We're just going to the range to see what we can find out, to push skill, to grow, learn, explore, discover. Okay, be more open-minded with your gun and what the target will tell you. Okay, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, or if you would like tips, techniques, things like that for your practice session, be sure to reach out. Best way is email tyler@synergyshooting.com. Don't forget, we do, or I do, remote hybrid coaching. more information on that, just reach out to me. Again, you can send me an email. You can find me on the socials, all that good jazz. And yeah, if you want to host, also reach out. Super easy. You just need 8 people that are willing to pay some money for a good weekend and buy some targets. We can make it happen. Synergyshooting.com is the website you should be visiting. And I hope y'all have a great day.